Is that what you've agreed to?
Okay, hi Brett. We're here with Brett at Indaba, Flame of Africa, and we are going to quickly chat about Zambezi Queen.
Yeah, I've been asked a lot about that. Everybody wants to know what's happened. You know, we built it, my wife and I and Tony, and ran it, and have recently sold it to Mantis Corporation, my shares to Mantis. Now we're looking at other things to do. And I think that the Chobe is such an exciting place. It's viewed as the Galapagos of Africa.
Yeah.
And it needs something new and exciting there as well. So yeah, we still market the Zambezi Queen, and we still look after it. But we're building another side of the company now. We're pushing our fleet of gaming drive vehicles. We're offering specialized trips into the park, doing breakfast trips, lunch trips, sundowner trips. We've got a fleet of new boats on the river, where we can offer lunches on the river as well, fishing boats. But then we're developing a whole new product, which is going to be a floating resort.
Okay.
That whole area is very subject to flooding. Every year it floods, and the lodges on the Namibian side, none of them seem to survive these floods anymore. So they've ended up closing down. But we're looking at now doing something which is totally waterborne, and it's going to be new and exciting. It's going to be open in September. Yeah. It's going to be fun. It's going to be special.
Happy days, because it is a special place. I know the Chobe.
Well, listen, we don't want to explain exactly where the camp is going to be yet, but it's deep in the swamps.
Okay.
Of the Chobe Delta. So it's going to be all, as I said, water-based, and so we're going to build them at King's Den. We've got this existing camp called King's Den. The units will be fabricated there and then towed into position, and it's going to have a floating restaurant, a mobile floating restaurant. So you're going to be able to have your own water-based villa, so you can be able to sit back on these beautiful decks, look out over the delta, have total exclusivity. We've got a place where nobody is allowed to come in. It's a dead end, shall we say, cul-de-sac. Yep. So a section of the river, it's a pushback, and so it'll have exclusivity. It'll have everything that a person could want. It's going to be each villa will be very luxurious, very big, very well proportioned, and then we're going to be able to good man. We're going to be able to and take people for breakfast, lunch, and dinner in a proper floating restaurant. Okay. 3 stories, sun deck, viewing deck at the top, lounge in the middle, restaurant at the bottom.
Fantastic. And when can we expect this? I mean, what's the deadline?
We're opening in September next year.
Fantastic. Great. Quick questions about Indaba. There's been a lot of talk that Indaba is going a bit stale. I mean, do you agree with that? Do you still think it's a good show?
I don't agree with that at all. I think that what you get out of Indaba is exactly what you put into it. I mean, I've been coming here for the last 15 years, and this is the first year I've taken 2 show stands. Because we can't cope on one, and that sounds crazy. I've ended up where I've got my team from our Durban office running the one stand, and then my wife, my son, and I run the Botswana stand. So, and in that way we can cope with the bookings. We just weren't coping on the one, and I really think it's, as I said, what you put into it's what you get out of it. We do a lot of pre-Indaba marketing. We invite the people, and what we try and do is every year we bring something new and exciting. You know, if it wasn't like, let's say, the Zambezi Queen, before that the Lady Jacqueline, before that we had the lodge at Uganda that we opened, before that we put the balloon at Victoria Falls. I mean, we've always tried to be at the cutting edge of something different, and the nice thing is now with the new camp that we're doing, it's going to be fun. Nobody else has ever done what we've done, basically.
Fantastic. Well, I mean, it's absolutely, it's a good attitude. So I don't think that Indaba is necessarily stale. I think it's that, you know, taking on board new technologies, getting involved in these things. And talking about that, we spoke a little bit earlier before the interview about your involvement in social media. I mean, you definitely see a benefit in using those channels to market.
If you don't change with the times, you're going to get left behind. When I book a holiday, I know where I want to go. I don't know if this is a good or bad thing, but I go straight to TripAdvisor. I see see who ranks where, and you know, then you can end up with these little boutique type hotels that might not be 5-star international, but you get these really quirky, wonderful little places that have great reviews, and they're reviewed by real people. And then I book online, and you know, I get my tickets online, I get the hotels online. So if my company doesn't change, if my buying pattern has changed, I don't pick up the phone to my agent anymore. I know that sounds terrible. I own a tour operating business, and I'm actually saying I don't use a tour operating business. Isn't that shocking? But you need to have somebody who knows the local area. And if you can't get the information through something like TripAdvisor, the TripAdvisor will tell you where to go. It won't tell you how to get there. You know, you're going to arrive at the airport. Who's going to pick you up? Who's going to transfer you? Will it be in a vehicle that is insured? You know, if there is a problem, are you covered? That's where you need an operator like Flame of Africa. And our little logo, we tell everybody in Africa, it's not what you know, it's who you know that makes a difference. And I'm saying get to know us, because I mean, during World Cup we had so many people stuck at the border posts. Why? No visas, no correct documentation. We had to help out with all sorts of weird stuff. Hotels overbooked, airlines dropped, transfers not happening. And we were able to, with our network, be able to solve a lot of people's problems. And you know what? That bars loyalty. Those people come back to us. You know, we were rescuing other people's clients, not our clients. Our clients were all sorted. But it was other people's. We would go there and there was pandemonium. I said, what's the problem? Oh, we can't get this, and no this, we've been let down, this hasn't happened. Don't worry, I'll fix it.
We'll sort it.
And you know what?
That's good.
It makes a difference. Eh?
Absolutely. But you're saying that, so taking from that point, I mean, it's essential people going to Africa build a good relationship with a good operator like yourselves, because you handle everything from beginning to finish. They have a good trip.
Absolutely. As I said to you before, I mean, I was a diplomat in 21 African countries. That let me get to know a lot of people in a lot of very powerful positions. So I know that if somebody gets stuck somewhere, I can lift the phone. I've got over 3,800 contacts in my iPhone. I can pick up the phone, flick through, phone the right guy and say, please fix. You never know, it might be something as stupid as the guys were delayed somewhere, something got dropped. I can then say, please, these guys, upgrade them, put a bottle of champagne in the room, and the guys will do it, you know. And then that can suddenly, people know that things can go wrong, but if there's something to fix it, somebody who cares, makes a difference.
Absolutely. Well, we got a dash break, but thanks for your time, and all the best for the new season.
Thanks for stopping by.
Absolutely.
Take
Cheers.
care.